I bet you've played chess before, but have you ever wondered about its royal roots? This seemingly simple game of strategy has captivated the minds of monarchs for centuries. But why? What made chess so appealing to the ruling class? Well, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey through time to uncover the hidden secrets of chess's royal past. From ancient India to modern-day Europe, we'll explore how this game of 64 squares has shaped history, influenced politics, and reflected the very nature of power itself. Let's turn back the clock to ancient India, around 600 CE, where our story begins. The game we now call chess started its life as chaturanga, a game that simulated warfare on a board. But now, get this, it wasn't just any warfare, it was royal warfare. Now, you might be wondering, how did this Indian game become a global phenomenon? Well, as trade routes expanded, so did the reach of chess. Persian merchants discovered the game and were instantly captivated. They brought it back to their royal courts, where it quickly became a favorite pastime of the Shah and his nobles. By 700 CE, chess had become firmly established in the Persian Empire. But chess wasn't content to stay in the East. As the game spread through the Islamic world, it caught the attention of European traders and crusaders. They brought this exotic game back to their homelands, where it found a new audience among the nobility. Kings and queens, always on the lookout for new ways to showcase their intellect and status, eagerly embraced chess. In medieval Europe, around the 11th century, chess became more than just a game. It was a symbol of power and sophistication. But get this, the church initially frowned upon chess, seeing it as a form of gambling. It took royal patronage to legitimize the game and cement its place in European culture. As chess settled into European culture, it began to reflect the society around it. The pieces we know today, the king, queen, bishop, knight, rook, and pawn, evolved to represent the key figures in medieval society. But what if I told you that the queen wasn't always the powerful piece we know today? In fact, she used to be one of the weakest. It wasn't until the late 15th century that the queen gained her current powers, becoming the most versatile piece on the board. Some historians think this change might have been influenced by the reign of powerful queens like Isabella of Castile. The game was literally changing to reflect the political realities of the time. As Europe entered the Renaissance, chess experienced its own rebirth, becoming faster and more popular among nobility. Chess became a metaphor for life at court, with strategies applicable to politics and warfare. It's no wonder that Machiavelli, the famous political theorist, was also an avid chess player. Charlemagne, the first Holy Roman Emperor, was said to own a magnificent chess set. Ivan the Terrible of Russia reportedly died while playing a game of chess in 1584. Elizabeth Thurn of England was known to be a skilled player who used the game as a diplomatic tool. Philip II of Spain had an entire room in his palace dedicated to chess. Chess wasn't just a game for royalty, it was a reflection of their world. The hierarchical nature of the pieces mirrored the strict social structure of royal courts. Each piece represented a part of medieval society, from the king and his advisors to the humble pawns. It's like the whole of medieval society was laid out on a 64-square board. Gifting ornate chess sets was a common practice among royalty, a way to curry favor or demonstrate wealth and craftsmanship. Some monarchs even used chess as a way to settle disputes. Can you imagine resolving international conflicts over a game board? Chess served as a form of intellectual combat between rulers, a way to size up their opponents both on and off the board. Now, let's talk about the chess sets themselves. Royal chess sets were often works of art in their own right. Crafted from precious materials like gold, silver, and ivory, these sets were as much about showing off wealth and artistry as they were about playing the game. Some of these sets have survived to this day, giving us a glimpse into the opulence of royal life. One of the most famous royal chess sets is the Lewis Chessman, discovered in Scotland, but likely made for a Norwegian king in the 12th century. These quirky, expressive pieces, carved from walrus ivory, have become iconic representations of medieval chess. Can you imagine a king or queen picking up one of these pieces, perhaps pondering their next move in the game of royal politics? Even today, chess maintains its royal connections. Many modern monarchs are patrons of chess organizations or tournaments. The current British royal family, for instance, has a long-standing relationship with chess. Prince Philip was the patron of the British Chess Federation for over half a century, from 1966 until his retirement from public duties in 2017. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of chess's royal past is in the language we use. We still talk about queen sacrifices in chess strategy, and the phrase checkmate itself comes from the Persian Shah mat, meaning the king is dead. Every time we play chess, we're engaging in a tradition that has captivated royalty for over 1,000 years. The hidden secrets of chess's royal past revealed. From ancient Indian warfare simulations to the courts of Renaissance Europe, chess has been shaping and reflecting royal life for centuries. But you know what's really amazing? This game that was once the exclusive domain of kings and queens is now played by millions around the world. So, the next time you sit down for a game of chess, remember, you're not just moving pieces on a board. You're participating in a rich tradition that has influenced history, politics, and culture for over 1,500 years. Now, isn't that something to ponder during your next chess match?